There are people who become famous. There are people who become legends. And then there are people who stop being people at all. Bruce Lee didn't just live a life. He became a force that history still hasn't figured out how to contain. There will never be another Bruce Lee. Not because no one can fight like him, or because no one acts like him, but because no one will ever exist at the exact collision point of culture, philosophy, discipline, rebellion, and the raw electricity that existed around him. He wasn't supposed to happen. A Chinese kid born in San Francisco, raised in Hong Kong, too Western for the East, too Eastern for the West, a walking contradiction in a world that didn't know where to place him. So he did something dangerous. He refused placement. While others study martial arts as a tradition, Bruce Lee treated them like questions. Why this stance? Why this form? Why this limit? When the answers weren't good enough, he broke them. Not metaphorically. Bruce Lee literally dismantled centuries of rigid structure and built something fluid, something alive. Jeet Kune Do, a philosophy disguised as combat. Absorb what is useful, discard what is not. Add what is uniquely your own. That wasn't advice. That was a blueprint for becoming unstoppable. And then there was the speed. Not fast like an athlete. Fast like your brain couldn't keep up with it. A 1-inch punch that looked like nothing and felt like physics had been rewritten. Cameras in the 1960s literally couldn't capture him properly. They had to slow him down so audiences could even see what he was doing. Think about that for a second. The technology had to adjust to him, not the other way around. And Hollywood didn't welcome him. It resisted him. They told him audiences wouldn't accept an Asian leading man. So he left, went back to Hong Kong. And then he becomes something bigger than Hollywood ever planned for. The Big Boss, Fist of Fury, Way of the Dragon. Each film wasn't just a movie. It was a statement, a refusal, a declaration that presence doesn't ask for permission. And then came Enter the Dragon. The moment the West finally turned its head, too late to control what it was seeing. He wasn't just acting. He was introducing an entirely new kind of hero. Not a bulky one, not loud, not careless. Precise, philosophical, unpredictable. A man who could dismantle you physically and mentally in the same breath. But here's where it becomes something else. Because Bruce Lee wasn't just building a body, he was building a mind that refused stagnation. He read constantly. His favorite subjects were philosophy and psychology. He was also into poetry. He wrote notes to himself about identity, fear, ego. He understood something most people spend their entire lives avoiding. The real opponent isn't in front of you. It's inside of you. Your hesitation, your conditioning, your fear of becoming something different. And he attacked that opponent with the same intensity as any physical fight, which is why, decades later, people still feel him. Not just remember him, feel him. In every fighter who moves differently, in every artist who refuses a box, and every person who looks at the rules and decides no, there will never be another Bruce Lee, because the world that created him doesn't exist anymore, and the kind of fire he carried doesn't get replicated. It happens one time, like a lightning strike, the same place at the exact right moment, and leaving something behind that never fully fades. So the real question isn't, who's the next Bruce Lee? There isn't one. The real question is, what do you do after realizing that being yourself, fully, unapologetically yourself, is in fact the closest thing to that level of greatness that you'll ever reach? Bruce Lee didn't leave behind a path to follow. He left behind a challenge. Become uncopyable.